you set a goal for what you want to do with your network is the moment you put that stake in the ground to gain clarity around who do you want to connect with. So I'm just going to say that again. The minute you are clear of what your goal is with your network is the moment you can start to be extremely efficient with who you're connecting with. So I call it knowing your people, because in the first couple of years of my business, I was going to every single event that there was in town. I was going to BNI meetings. I was going to NABO. I was going to certified financial accountant meetings. I was going to entrepreneur meetings. I was going to all these different places because I didn't have a clear networking plan or connection. Soon as you start to hone in on these are my 3 target markets that I'm looking for, or this is who my ideal client is the sooner you can start thinking about how do I build an Impact 100 list. So the Impact 100 is the bulk of the Frontrunner program. It helps you start to think about how do you connect to the right people? Who are those people that together, all of us, all those boats will rise? How can we make some connections? And if the thought of 100 people is completely overwhelming to you, that's okay. Don't worry about it, because we want to start with 10 to 25 people. Those are your top people. So again, back to my analogy of here I was, 3 little kids, laid off from Best Buy, wondering how am I going to find a job? What am I going to do? I decided, I'm going to start my own business, which probably was, a little bit crazy, but I thought, I'm going to do this. Now is the time. So I started thinking about who are my top 25 people? Who are people that know me, that they know what I stand for, they know what I'm capable of doing, they've seen my work, maybe they're in the right target area. Who are those people that I can connect with? And that becomes your top 25. And again, those may not be all my quote prospects, but those were people that are really people that would stand up for me and I would stand up for them, and we'd be able to accomplish more together. And it started very slowly. It started with me thinking, okay, you know what? I had this boss that was a really terrific person, and she went off and started her own business. I'm going to call her up and say, can I have 20 minutes to talk to you? I'm thinking of starting my own business. What can I do? So when I start with the knowing your people, it's making a list of who are some of the people that are in your network right now, and who could they connect me to, or who could I connect them to? So again, I'll use some analogies or things about reciprocity, because those people that are in your top 25, you want them to be able to help you grow, and you're going to be able to help them. So on online, and I'll give you a great example online, is when you make a post, there's that moment where you make the post and you think, is anyone going to like this? Is anyone going to share it? Is anything going to happen? And if you haven't ever made a post, okay, I'm encouraging you right now, start thinking about what can you post that will make you a thought leader, that will make you the stand-up person. But with your top 25, so I just did this today, and if you went online, you could look and see, I called up Brandon Schrader, who runs Antenna, and he's a friend of mine. We've done some work together, and I wanted to get some more visibility to a group that I'm running later in the month. And I DM'd him, or whatever they call it in LinkedIn, and said, hey, I'm going to make this post. I wondered if you would make this post for me, or would you like a post that I make? So what you're doing with your top 25 is you're saying, how can we help each other all escalate a little bit more online? Those are the people that will do it. And what you want to do is to say to them, hey, will you help me with this?